This is Devin Kraft from the Science Faction Podcast. You're listening to the BS Podcast Network. Enjoy the show.
You're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast with Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Lee. Oh, I love the way their foul little minds work. Yeah.
Jumbo, everyone.
Harambe.
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way podcast.
They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante Sana, everyone. You are listening to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the United States of America. We are artistic buffs talking about Disney stuff, and this is a show in which every opinion is welcome. MagicOurWay.com is where you can find us. For this episode, we are discussing the ghosts of Christmas past. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
And on this show, we follow the Disney concept of edutainment, where we focus on your entertainment, and along the way, you just might learn a thing or two.
Hey.
And as always, to join in our discussion, we have a resident comic genius from ivorycomics.com, Mr. Eli Ivory. How you doing, sir?
Doing good for the holidays. How y'all doing?
We are doing well, sir.
There you go, jingling.
Grateful to be joined by your genius.
Oh, same here.
And also joining in our genius is our resident travel agent for Magical Moments Vacations, the Shaggy TA, Lee Lastavica. Hey, Lee.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
What's up,
You guys
man?
watch any good Christmas movies this week over the little holiday week we're going through? Or
Almost Christmas, starring Monique.
Monique.
Watched that the other day.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
I was watching Moesha.
Yeah. Moesha Fair Merry Christmas.
And for today's show, we have longtime a week and listener X Keith on our show, formerly of the WDW Navigators. Hey, Keith, how you doing?
Hey guys, happy holidays. How's everyone doing?
Happy holidays indeed, sir. 'Tis the season.
Yeah, same to you, sir.
Happy COVID Christmas, Keith.
Yeah, happy Kwanzaa. COVID Christmas.
COVID Christmas.
It's a different kind of Christmas.
It's a different world where you come from. Yeah. Well, Mohicans, ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you on this holiday season, we now have an Amazon store in which you can buy books, movies, recording gear, pretty much anything that we would recommend at Amazon.com/shop/Magic Our Way. And today, as I stated at the top of the show, we are discussing the ghosts of Christmas past, and I will toss it over to Keith to give you a little tease about what we're about to hear. Keith, what do we got going on, sir?
So today, at this festive time of the year, I thought it would be good to kind of look back on all the different Disney Christmas decorations, celebrations, parades, fireworks, all that good stuff that they had in the past that no longer exist at Disney World.
So, guys, enough of our jibber jabber. Let's go discuss some Christmas past magic. Mohicans, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in December 2020, and we have Professor X, who's going to tell us about Christmas in Walt Disney World, past, present, and future. In Christmas past, we're going to talk about stuff that doesn't exist anymore.
No, it's gone.
Things that are gone, that are canceled, that are no longer existing. That is what we're going to discuss.
We miss it out.
In the ghost, we're missing out.
We miss it out.
We are missing out on the ghosts of Christmas past, and that is what Professor X is going to tell us about on this show.
No, Keith, can you give us like a brief tease? Like, so when we're talking about things that don't exist in Disney anymore, what would that be?
Sure, a little late, Keith.
So how about Lights of Winter,
Yes.
Foreign Lights, Holiday Wishes,
Yes.
Glory and Pageantry of Christmas?
Yes.
There's
All
a
that.
ton of stuff that's no longer in the past.
Yes.
That's right.
Of
That's
the
it.
holidays. You guys missed it.
Yes.
Run that school.
And then the next show, you're going to hear the Ghosts of Christmas Present.
The ghosts of
These are things that if you went now, you
can
could
see.
find in the park.
Right
And
now.
Keith, a little tease. What are we going to be talking about the Ghosts of Christmas Present?
Little more than the leg.
Well, if you can see Epcot Festival of the Holidays, you can go over to the resorts and see various Christmas decorations. There's a lot going on right now, so make sure you book with Lee. Don't miss on it.
That's right. You got about 2 weeks left to do that.
Hurry up.
Well, that's kind of why don't you go? Never mind. Book with Rachel Robert.
That dude said,
Jesus, man. Be somewhat hospitable.
hey, that's no hospitable Vika.
I tossed you a bone, Lee, and you just destroy it? Come on.
Well, there is a rivalry there, sir.
Lee, how many times have I called you up and said, hey, I got a trip. It's happening in 3 days. Book it.
Every single damn time.
That's exactly right. And that's how it's going to keep happening.
And look, what is happening on Ghost of Christmas Future, sir?
Well, let me get out my crystal ball and let me try to figure it out for you guys. That's why it's Christmas Future.
Yes,
but we'll
sir.
also talk about things that were canceled due to COVID this year. So
That are coming back.
Yeah, we hope they're coming back, or maybe coming back.
We have a good reason to believe that they will be back in 2021. Is that not right, Keith?
yes, that is yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's just awesome. So look, let me not belabor the point. Let me toss it off to Listener X. Oh, I'm sorry, Professor X, who's going to take us on this 3-show journey, guys. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you stay tuned and listen to us and keep track of us on social media because you're going to want to hear these next 3 shows. The Christmases in Walt Disney World, past, present, and future. So Professor X, take it away, sir.
Well, thank you. I knew my college degree would come out for something someday. And, I love Thanksgiving so much. And, kind of used to be going to Disney World then for Halloween. So I figured, hey, why not? Let's just dive into the past of Disney World Christmas history, did some research, and let's just kind of talk about it.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I tell you something? You've got all the holidays, sir.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to that Disney Arbor Day special.
You guys just wait for that one.
And
Yes.
you heard our last show on 350 where it was like, it's Thanksgiving, where's Keith? And it's like, well, Keith has branched out. And who knows, you may hear a Christmas holiday special, a Valentine, Easter, 4th of July, Arbor Day, Mardi Gras. Who knows, man? You're going to hear a lot of stuff from Keith in the coming 2021. So it's going to be freaking awesome. I'm looking forward to working with Keith. It's going to be, it's just to be a beautiful thing.
He's serving it up.
So, Keith, where are you going to take us first, sir?
Well, let's first, go way back to the opening of Disney World. So on October 1st, 1971, obviously Disney World opens.
That's way back.
Way back.
That is way back.
And it goes a little something like this.
None of us were even born yet.
No, we were not born yet.
So it's October.
No, Lee was born. Lee was totally born.
Oh, Lee.
No, I wasn't born yet because I was born in November.
Keith, were you born?
I was born in March 71, so coming on the 50th.
You're older than Lee?
Yep.
Oh my God, Lee, you look horrible.
Wait, Keith, do you remember when Disney World opened?
Oh, yeah. I was, I had a little rattle in my mouth. I was about 6-7 months old, but yeah, I remember pretty vividly.
Man, for me, sperm and egg did not join yet.
No, they did not?
No, they did not.
Oh my God.
Not until 74 did they join, and then in April 75, I became to be.
Because on that evening in the bathroom of that Sizzler Steakhouse,
yeah.
your daddy looked at your mama and said, "You're the one."
You know what?
He said, "I love you."
If you ain't first, you last, Ricky Kevin.
That's what he said.
That's
okay,
it.
first you last.
Hey, first, you last.
So tell us, Keith, what happened in
The
1971?
Sizzler.
All right, so the park opened in 1971, and obviously they have their first holiday season coming upon them. So what do you guys think that the Walt Disney Company did for Disney World Christmas decorations in 1971?
Oh, they raped the chickens.
They raped chickens?
They rode off on the women.
And the women's.
Yes,
With
that's
the
what they did.
chickens.
Yes, with the
And
chickens.
prune the hedges.
Prune the hedges
of many and small
villages.
Magic
Yes.
Kingdom. Yes. No, they didn't do that, did they?
I would imagine roller skates because we're talking the 70s,
Oh.
disco balls for ornaments, Don Cornelius introducing people to check out everything.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, Don Cornelius. That's what
I
I'm
had
going with.
disco balls.
You still have disco balls, sir.
I do.
You shut a flashlight in those things Light up the studio.
And everybody's blind.
Great.
Hey, Keith.
Yeah.
You know why they call them disco balls?
Why?
Because this go in your mouth.
Oh.
The rivalry lives, man. Wow.
That was awesome.
Shots are fired. Whoa.
That one was right across the bow there.
Damn.
Let me tell you, that was the look. That's how your line ended tonight.
That was just stupid.
No, that was awesome.
It was a little stupid.
No, he sold it.
Stupid.
No, but he
that was a
sold
skosh.
it.
Come
He totally
on.
sold
But
it.
that worked well.
Disco in your mouth.
That caught me unaware.
Oh no.
We should just drop his mic and walk away right now.
Yes.
Oh, Professor said, "Walk away. I'm gonna take this from here."
I heard what he said to you, Lee. He said you spit. That's your best joke. You ain't got nothing else.
Lee, you better than
All
that.
right.
So in the 70s, so there was no disco ball, there were no bell bottoms in the Christmas era.
Well, there was, but probably not the Magic Kingdom in 1971.
I'm imagining lots of pencil.
Lots of
Yeah,
pencil.
Pencil's probably a good guess. I mean, if you think about it, it was a new park. It opened in 1971. So probably what they did is they probably looked at what they did for Disneyland Main Street, and they basically copied that right over and just dumped it on Main Street in the Magic Kingdom. We do have an idea of how the park was decorated based on an Orlando Sentinel newspaper article on December 12th, 1971, and said that Walt Disney World's first Christmas would be a spirited 2-week holiday full of cheer, tradition, colorful Disney character parades, and a religious pageantry of the season. So they had Yuletide decorations bringing sparkle to the already fun-filled Magic Kingdom, decked out literally for Christmas with a giant tree and hundreds of wreaths of hemlock and holly.
Hemlock is dangerous, isn't it?
Holly's fine.
Wait, didn't the philosopher drink that die?
Didn't that what kill Socrates?
Socrates. That was Socrates' last word was who poisoned me?
So is that accurate, Keith? Did Hemlock kill Socrates?
Yes.
I drank what? That was the line. That was the last word he said. That's right.
And you know what else he killed?
What?
Hemlock killed the radio star.
That's it.
Damn it.
Kill philosophy, radio.
Killed the radio star.
What?
So theme park in 71 had lights and decorations and Main Street shop windows and plenty of poinsettias and 50,000 pansies as well. And the town square had a snowy 50-foot Christmas tree selected and cut from a farm in Paradise, Michigan, and 1,200 lights. They were spending a lot of money back then, and giant ornaments adorning the tree.
That's expensive.
Yes, it
yeah,
is.
back then, yeah, absolutely.
It's illuminating to know that.
And by the way, they had 1,000 pansies, but only 53 of them were Atlanta Falcons.
I like
You
that.
see how that works? So you just no, never mind. Because the Atlanta Falcons have never been to Disney World because they've never won the Super Bowl.
28-3. What? I'm sorry. I had a cough.
Take it, you bastards. Yeah.
Go Lee.
All right, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
Go,
Keith.
Professor.
Go Lee.
Anybody wants to talk?
Go Keith.
All right. So the idea of Christmas decorations in the Magic Kingdom actually worked because Christmas was actually busier than Thanksgiving based on Disney publicity manager Charlie Ridgway. And all 1,500 rooms at the Contemporary and the Polynesian were booked up. And attendance actually increased during that time period due to the holidays.
Oh, wow.
So actually, for the 3 days right around Christmas, the gate total, now think about it, this is 1971 numbers, actually were 70,000. So that's what, about 25,000, 20,000, something like that a day.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So holidays at the Magic Kingdom, because that's all there was back then, was actually, it actually worked to get people to come visit. But in 1972, they kind of miscalculated a little bit. So in 1972, the Magic Kingdom on Christmas Day was open from 10 to 6 p.m. So they anticipated big crowds. So they went around to different staff and asked them if they could stay late because of the park was so crowded. At 10:30 a.m., they had 40,000 people in the park. But then what happened is around 5:30 or so, right before the park closed, everybody left to go home for Christmas dinner. So Disney paid a lot of overtime that night for pretty much nothing because everybody left early.
Well, I mean, if they closed at 6, that makes sense, right? Like, it's not like they were open till 9 and they had the park, empty for 3 hours.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking they were going to probably keep it open later. This was kind of early 70s where, they probably were going to keep it open. Why would they go around and ask all their employees, hey, can you stay later?
That's a good point, too.
Yeah. I can see where they would have some overflow or people would be loitering or something around. But if you close at 6, like with me, I'm like, all right, it's 5. Let's start getting it together, guys. We got to get home and eat.
I'm sure Disney figured out a way to make that money back up.
I'm sure you're right, Lee.
That was Eli.
Eli, sorry.
You got me confused with Lee.
We get mixed up a lot, yeah.
You guys sound the same.
Twins.
They do.
I know, yeah. I got a thing of shoes, too. I'm not as stylish as Lee, though.
I know. It's all about the glory.
COVID.
Oh, I feel bad for Disney in this case. That's like when you're at the strip club and all the strippers figure that like everybody's going to show up on that Friday night late, and then like it turns out all of the money left because they went to eat with their wives, and all the strippers just have nothing to do.
As a man with experience in strip clubs, I'll leave that one to you. But I mean, I think
sure you can.
You are an expert in strip clubs, sir. I'm just saying, like, it just seems like in terms of people in the park at that point in time, you've got a lot of locals in the park.
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm assuming, like Keith, Professor. I'm sorry. Wait. Yeah, you probably tell me different because I just got my claws popped out because it's fun. But maybe is it a thing where it doesn't have the same international appeal that it does now? So
this was 1972. So I mean, Danny's right. It was basically all locals, and they were all leaving the parks to basically go for Christmas dinner.
Right. So we were both right. No, we were both right because I said international. But yeah,
but I was more right than you.
Obviously so. Let me just go put some glitter on my balls right now.
Keith, was I more right than him?
Yes, you were, Danny.
Then go yourself.
Go yourself. Go your body.
All right, go ahead, Keith.
So let's jump ahead a couple more years and kind of bring in kind of the religious aspect. So
you're going to find religion after that?
Praise Jesus.
Yes. There you go.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Amen.
So let's talk about one of the big Disney Christmas traditions that lasted for several years. I believe something like 26 years. It was the glory and pageantry of Christmas. Have you guys ever heard of this?
Glory of the story at Christmas.
That's it.
Yeah, every time Eli does an outro.
That's it. That's the story. It's all about the glory.
You're missing out.
So in 1975, the Disney Village Marketplace opened, and this was before, downtown Disney and Disney Springs and all this. So it was more just local shops and restaurants.
Right.
It didn't have Mickey Mouse and all that in the stores, and you could buy Disney merchandise back then. So the problem is nobody was going to Disney Village Marketplace, especially around the holidays. So Disney basically had an idea to try to get people to the Disney Village Marketplace around Christmas to do some shopping, stop at the restaurants. So they actually came up with a Christmas show called The Glory and Pageantry of Christmas, which was held 3 times a night showing the story of Christmas. So this was kind of the religious aspects where they've had 36 performers, live animals, Dickens carolers, and they also brought in local church choirs.
Whoa.
And they told the story of Christmas. They had Mary and Joseph approach the manger, revealing the child Jesus. And then the shepherds would come and angels would rise between them. Not between them, behind them. And then a highlight of the show was the lighting of a 45-foot evergreen Christmas tree. So this was kind of the religious aspect of Christmas and presented this to try to get people to come in the shop.
And then Bob Iger said, hey, put a Mickey head on that baby Jesus. We need to sell some more Mickey.
Eat you.
We need
That was my joke.
You took your joke?
Yeah, he took my joke. I waited for him to finish. He took my joke. That's good. I guess we all getting confused.
Dude, that's amazing.
That is seriously. That is amazing. Like
That
they
is
didn't even.
amazing.
That is a way and amazing.
Weird amazing.
Oh,
They had
and amazing that poor child he sleeps
There
in a
was.
manger because he
if they did that again today, they'd have Baby Yoda in the little manger.
There you go.
The businessmen.
Do you mean Grogu?
Grogu.
I haven't seen that episode yet. Thanks for spoiling it
Oh,
for me.
sorry. No, I didn't spoil it.
You didn't
It's
spoil
just
that.
his name.
I said Grogu. I don't know what you think of that.
I thought you
Grogu
said
means.
Goku,
It
but-
could mean anything.
It could mean anything.
Right.
Grogu.
I just think that's funny
Jago.
that like the businessmen
Drago,
then
yes.
Oh yes,
The baby Drago.
I must
Baby
break
Drago.
you. Hey, look, Mandalorian, and we're going to talk about it as soon as possible.
Yeah,
All right, good.
after the other episode. But
All right,
really
go.
quick, though, I like the fact that like the businessmen in this time are like, yeah, we're just gonna do straight Christmas. But yeah, the businessmen of today, they totally, they would have totally put another character right in the middle of that.
The show wound up being a huge success, and it was performed 3 times a night. And over time, the crowds got so big over the years that it was originally back at the Captain's Tower, which was this tower kind of in the center of Disney Village Marketplace, and then it moved to the dockside stage so more people could see it.
Oh.
Now, Disney got smart over time as they started giving out tickets, and they said, well, if you want to see the 8 o'clock show, here's the ticket, come back in 2 hours, and we have all these shops that you can shop in while you're waiting.
Now, what year is this?
This was, it started in 75, and it actually ran to 1994.
No, that's crazy. Okay.
Dickens,
okay.
if you got Dick in your name, you got to perform at least 3 times a night. I would imagine.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, I'm not married, so I got to still go. I got to
Need
still
that
go.
Viagra Vika if you want to perform 3 times a night.
Well, that's Darksaber.
Wow.
So,
I'm
Keith,
just having fun. Go ahead.
So, Keith, you said that that Disney kind of got religious here. So, what religions did they include? They had like Kwanzaa, they had Hanukkah, did they have? Was it only like one certain?
Well, this was just the Christian at this point in time, just explaining the birth of Jesus.
I got you.
Kwanzaa and Hanukkah would be represented in Epcot, later on, at another point in time.
Why gotta be late?
The birth of Jesus. Oh, it hurts.
Can I say something?
Oh my God, that's not how it went.
No one gave a shit about Kwanzaa in the 70s.
Oh, the truth hurts.
Isn't that right, Keith?
I don't know.
You don't know. Bob,
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going on the
So
limb.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'll go there alone.
Watch your branch.
You're never alone.
Were you Michael Jackson? You were not alone?
After this, yeah, I'm the man in the mirror. I'm just looking at him.
All right, so no one gave a shit about Kwanzaa in the 70s, and go, Keith.
Yes.
All right, so let's jump ahead to 1991. Now, this was a really interesting year. So Disney World was celebrating its 20th anniversary, and at the same time period, a couple of Disney resorts opened in 91. Let's see if anyone has an idea of which ones.
Oh, can I?
Go ahead, Danny.
This is 71.
91.
91.
91.
No,
91.
91.
We're at least 20-something. No, we were still in high school.
71 was so much easier. Okay.
You guys have a gimme here. We just did a show about it back in June.
Don't make this
hints.
easy.
No hints.
Hard stuff with the Magic RA podcast, damn it.
Okay.
I love hard.
All right. So 91, what was the question?
What resorts opened up in 91 at Disney World?
Oh, okay. What resorts opened in 91? Okay. Caribbean Beach.
That was 88.
Port Orleans.
Port Orleans. I hear somebody say Port Orleans.
That was Lee.
I hope the travel agent would know.
That was, that opened. And there was...
Stop. This is fun. All-Stars.
All-Stars was 96, I believe.
All-Stars.
Damn.
95,
Wait,
96.
all 3? No. I don't think all 3 opened.
No, they were later on, Danny.
No. I'll accept the judge's decision.
They did
Professor's
separately.
decision.
Okay. So Keith, when did they open?
No. Don't.
Oh, wait, so wait.
I'll hazard a guess.
We will take a guess.
Okay, Coronado.
Coronado. No,
that wouldn't
absolutely
work.
not.
Shoot.
Wait, did Disney Inn change? I know Disney Inn was open, but I know they changed to strictly military at some point.
Yeah, but I'm not really counting that as far as, just changing the name.
Fair enough. All right, stop right there.
Okay, so we're not counting
good job,
Disney,
Keith.
all right.
Thank you.
So Disney Inn to Shades of Green not counted. So all right. So
Oh,
Danny,
shoot. What are we missing? What is the year again?
1991.
1991.
I'm also kind of going a couple months back a little bit. I mean, you can send your hate mail to me later on if you're like, no, it opened up at such and such a point in 90 versus 91. Just go with it.
No, they'll send it to us. We'll just blame.
Yeah, we'll forward
blame
it
you
to
for it. Yeah,
no
it's okay.
worries.
Yeah.
When you went on that band trip, Kevin, something must have just opened up when you went on the band trip because that was in the band. Well, I don't think people lived in that,
This is
Kevin.
back when we were staying off.
I don't think people lived in your ass, Kevin.
91, I was staying off site. So
I could give you an area just as an S. Like
no. I want no clues. No clues.
Old Key West.
No, that was later on.
What are you doing?
No, you're lying.
No, you might be wrong, yeah. But I'm not counting that as a resort.
Not
right
counting
now.
Israel. Okay.
All right, you guys give up here?
No,
we never give up. That's why
never give up. Never surrender.
Never surrender. So what's a smaller resort then?
My
Well, it's smaller than your ass, right? Is that what you're saying?
Asian.
Well, when you measure from the number,
You weren't listening before he said his ass had people living in
Right.
it, like they were from Lilliput.
I'm gonna guess
Tell me Disney Springs,
Yacht Beach Club.
Yes.
Get the out
There
of
you
here.
go. Yeah.
The Yacht Club opened in November 1990, and the Beach Club opens October 1st, 1991.
Whose house?
Whose house? Yeah.
All right.
I can't believe you guys couldn't come up with that.
What's a lot
I mean,
happening?
you guys were just totally blanking on those resorts.
Can I say something? In our defense, we have a travel agent that we think knows all this shit, and we were wrong.
Yeah, Lee was a little quiet there. I'm very surprised. So next time anybody wants to book at the Yacht and Beach Club for with Lee, you might be drawing a blank for you guys. So
Book at Susie Q at what was the Instagram address?
Oh my goodness, yeah. Disco in your mouth.
We'll be like, what resort you talking about? Those are not at Disney. Don't stay off site.
Lee, you do a segment about the hotel.
I'm the one that told y'all Port Orleans and all that. I didn't want to. I got half the answer. I was waiting for my team to get the other half.
Well, what the that's not what we do.
You can keep going. We were struggling here. We were drowning.
Yes, we were totally drowning.
Kevin broke
what?
equipment.
Can I say something? When we edit that together, we're gonna seem smart as hell.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you tell
We got
anybody
to cut
they
like
keep
20 minutes out of the show right now.
Yeah, right? No, we're not even halfway even done
That's
here.
okay.
so-
But you know what? We didn't give up. We still got that motherfucker.
True.
That's what I'm saying. And
That was good, though. I like that I threw that in there. That was good. That was entertaining.
very good.
I
Very
could have
good.
just skipped right over that, but that was good. That was good. All right, so 1991. So the Yacht and Beach Club Resort opened up. Good guess, guys. So, so it was interesting that due to these new resorts, the parks did something different. Now the resorts were decorated for Christmas before then, but this year they came up with some really interesting holiday decorations. So I kind of just want to get into it a little bit and just tell you, just see what you guys think about this. So first off, the Disney Inn, which was the old golf resort. So they kind of had a traditional old-fashioned tree trimming party each evening, and they showed Mickey's Christmas Carol and storytelling with Snow White and Dopey. So I'm not really sure why they picked Snow White and Dopey to do their storytelling.
Because Dopey's awesome.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh,
No,
wow.
no. There's no maybe.
Well, what about Happy?
Man, Happy.
Man,
Well, that does not sound happy.
Dopey's awesome. That's my favorite character.
Well, he was doing storytelling at the Disney Inn in 91, so there
He
you go.
should be.
So, yep. So now this one was really interesting. So when you celebrate Christmas at the Contemporary Resort, they had Goofy Santa. Hey, that works.
A little
What
bit.
kind of theme do you think you're having over at the Contemporary Resort in 1991?
lights and Christmas trees, and a sheep with 3 legs.
Well, yep, definitely
that's
on
true.
the wall there.
That's right.
Yep.
Thank you.
But so they decided over at the Contemporary Resort to have a Santa in Santa Fe theme.
Wait, what did Tina Fey do?
She had
They
that
had
show. It was pretty good. And she did the commercial.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So they had a Santa Fe theme. So they had Chip and Dale dressed as an Indian and an elf singing Christmas songs with a Western swing band and a singing cowboy over at the Contemporary Resort. Not Fort Wilderness, but over at the Contemporary Resort.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yep.
Yeah.
So over at the Grand Floridian, they had choir mistress Minnie singing holiday songs and giving away warm cider to guests. So nowadays, they probably wouldn't be giving away the warm cider. They would probably charge you $4.99 for it. But
I love warm cider.
I love warm insider.
Dude, This dude's on it.
Why you gotta be like so vulgar, Lee, man?
Gross.
Wholesome.
We're talking Christmas, Lee. Come on here.
Christmas, the best time to come down the chimney.
All right, so the reason why I brought up 1991 was because this is the year the Yacht and Beach Club opened up.
Yes.
So they had New England flavor with strolling minstrels in the lobby. And what Disney characters do you think kind of go with the Yacht and Beach Club? Think, New England, kind of seaworthy, that kind of stuff.
Ooh.
George Clooney.
Captain Hook.
George Clooney.
I'm thinking Perfect Storm. I'm sorry.
Well, we guessed it. Captain Hook and Mr. Spee made appearances in the lobby at the Yacht and Beach Club in 1991.
Oh, okay.
So now this is kind of more close to home for you guys. So the Port Orleans Resort, when they opened up the resorts, they have their own holiday festivities. So they celebrated a Cajun Christmas and invited guests to join in a bonfire celebration led by Papa Noel, and Brer Bear and Brer Fox would make appearances as well.
Cajun Christmas? What?
Oh.
You're going to throw Cajun, it better have spice.
At least some gumbo on the side.
No.
Like quarter Cajun?
I have to go quarter Cajun.
I have to call question to that one. I don't know. Keith, what do you got, man? Keith, you said Cajun.
Apparently calling to question, somebody in Disney probably insurance said, maybe having a bonfire celebration probably is not the best idea. So in 1992, they actually changed how they celebrated the Port Orleans Christmas. So, going back to our episode in June, so Port Orleans, so they said, let's get at a Mardi Gras colored jester who would perform a little show balancing a 6-foot ladder on his chin, doing some juggling and commenting, and they also gave out free sugar cookies, hot roasted chestnuts, and cider as well.
How high was that fire?
Okay.
That they felt that it was an insurance day. Like, that's got to be like
was it inside or was it in the forest?
Yeah.
I think it was in the courtyard. They just kind of had an open fire. Hey, kids, come by the fire. Nothing's going to happen here.
Well, I mean, they have campfire stories. Unless the kid jumps in the fire, but usually, like, you have fire pits. I mean, I know that wasn't around like that back then, but
I'm okay with chestnuts.
As long as the nuts are on your chest, is what you're saying?
Yes.
I totally got what you're saying.
Because they're warm. They're like a comforter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like the Snuggie, except it's nuts. It's the nutty.
You nailed it. That's where I'm at.
That's my job.
What do you guys think of the Mardi Gras jester?
The jester thing is not enough for Mardi Gras.
Yeah, we see that a lot. Like, that's the thing. And maybe it's a benefit for people who are actually in Disney, but it would be like if you had something in your local area, it doesn't excite you as much when you see it somewhere else.
I need spice.
Well, that's exactly. You know what it's like? You go and you have gumbo in New Orleans, and then you go to another state, and they're like, "Hey, you're from New Orleans, try this gumbo." I'm like, "No, it fucking sucks." Exactly it. It's that's
like Popeyes. I go to Popeyes in another state. The doesn't taste the same as it does in No, it's bland.
It's bland, yeah. And so, I mean, to answer your question, the thing is that if you have this gesture, and we're used to seeing it here in New Orleans during Mardi Gras parades, we're seeing the original thing. So when you go somewhere else, it may not be done just as right. It's a duplicate. So it doesn't really say, oh, yeah, I brought back home. It's just like you want to go to Disney. But I mean, I would imagine that, yeah, you would want to see stuff that you weren't used to seeing in your home area.
All right. So just talking about this jester again that they had at the Port Orleans. So he would do his little show, and then he would lead the audience to the open courtyard by the pool. And with a candle in his hand, he would tell the story of Noel Candle, a French tradition about having a small candle burn in the window on Christmas Eve to light the way for the solitary Christ child. And then they would hand out sheets of paper, and the jester and Disney guests would sing Christmas carols. So that's how, in 1991, they celebrated Christmas over at the Port Orleans. Also in 1991, there was a Christmas dinner buffet, which was really popular over at the Contemporary Resort Fantasia Ballroom. So in 1991, they called it Joy's Celebration. But then I guess Disney didn't like the name. So in 1992, it was the Jolly Holly dinner show, which ran from 1992 through 1998. And I think, Danny, you caught the show at one point?
No. This one I did not. No. 92 to 98 was kind of my dead years for Disney, because 92 I graduated from high school and had no money, went to college. And by 98, man, I didn't start going to Disney again until about 2000.
Okay. All right. Well, let me just kind of explain what this show was. So apparently this was, it was a dinner buffet, and it helped, basically the show celebrated the magic of the holiday season. So this was over at the Contemporary Resort. It was in a ballroom, and it was a theater on the round, and they had a raised main stage and several small stages around the perimeter. And the show took out a holiday village with somebody named Papa, who basically recalled his holiday memories.
So Papa took out the whole village? Was it more like Anakin taking out a whole village? That's what I'm
Killed
imagining.
younglings.
Yes.
And then, it had Mickey and the gang, and the Country Bears came out and did a song, and they did a Disney version of the Nutcracker Suite. And it had over 100 performers, and the show was held nightly twice, 4:15 and 8 o'clock. And this was a really big show back in the 90s, because if Lee was a travel agent back then, we would basically be selling the Jolly Holly dinner / hotel package.
What are you talking about, man? Lee Lostafika, 145 years old.
That sure is.
He been booking trips forever.
I was back then when they had the Tyrannosaurus.
That's right.
That's right.
Dinosaur parade.
He was booking trips on an abacus.
That's right. His first customer was Moses.
Well, you told me that the other
I was
day.
like, dude, just walk on water, man. Just split the sea, and you'll be right over the Contemporary. Just split the Seven Seas Lagoon.
You helped him get to Egypt, so that's there you go.
No, wait a minute, that's not Moses. Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, no, Moses parted the water.
Okay, I'm getting Moses.
You good little Catholic boy, you.
I'm getting Moses and Noah mixed up.
Oh yeah, no. All Noah did was ride in a boat.
Yeah, he got the boat, all the animals from Jungle Cruise.
Right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be on the next show.
Yes.
Moisture.
Moisture. What?
That was the name of the boat.
USS Moisture.
USS Moisture.
Yes.
So as time went on, Disney just kind of tried different things. So in 1992, they had snow, which was white confetti, over Pleasure Island. And on Christmas Eve, they gave out free eggnog and cookies. Now, the key word there is free, which you wouldn't find nowadays.
Oh, I miss Michael Eisner.
So they had, they had some snow, which was a big deal. I remember, going down to Florida and being like, "Oh my God, it's snowing here!" Just because it's a novelty, but it's really just, either snowflakes or apparently white confetti over at Pleasure Island,
Or foam.
Or foam,
So-
yeah.
kind of whatever.
But still, that's pretty cool, man. They gave away free eggnog and cookies, made it snow. It didn't charge you for any of that.
Yeah,
But you had to pay to get in.
It was free admission that night
No,
too.
it's free admission.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Yeah, so that's kind of, that's kind of cool. And then the dinner shows, the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review and Broadway at the Top and the Polynesian Review, they all added holiday music during the holidays just to make it a little bit different, a little bit just kind of a holiday flair or whatever.
Yeah,
so
no, that's special. I like
A
that.
little special, yeah.
They put a little Santa hat on the pig they roasted. That's pretty cool.
That's good pork. Love that pork.
There you go. Put a red nose on it too.
This was kind of interesting. So in 1994, and they only did this 1 year that I could find. So they had
that was a great album.
1994.
1994.
Jump, might as well jump.
1984.
We're still talking about the past though, so it works out.
Yeah, it works.
That was the 10-year anniversary of the album, 1984.
And then 20 year was 2004, and 30 year was 2014.
Long live Eddie Van Halen.
Yes,
That's right.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
So in 1994, they had this. They had something called the Holiday Spirit. So this was a special holiday wine tasting and buffet, which was sponsored by the Disney World Food and Wine Society, which I never heard of since then. And this was a separate ticket, and it was only a one-night event. So I guess this was kind of the first preview of Food and Wine going back years before it was kind of, there. I think Food and Wine started around 96. So this was, I guess, their first attempt at that. So
Yeah, I think the Food and Wine Society kind of evolved into the Food and Wine Festival people.
I thought you were going to say they evolved into the Society of Explorers and Adventurers. Like, like that whole hidden underground society kind of concept.
I thought you were going to say they evolved into the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
That's all C is, really.
Yeah, it's true.
So then in 96, it was Disney World's 25th anniversary. So they basically had a 25th anniversary parade, and then they added the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Parade, which we'll talk about in another episode. And at night they had Spectral Magic, and then they had some holiday shows. So as time progressed with Disney World, they've developed several nighttime spectaculars to try to keep guests in the parks longer. Mm-hmm. So it's only natural for Disney to modify these nighttime spectaculars with a holiday flair around the holidays.
Sure. You know which one I miss the most?
What?
Spectral Magic.
Spectral Magic?
You know you don't miss that. You do it every night.
I like to relive it every night.
Remember the magic.
Spank.
So the first nighttime show they basically modified for the holidays was Illuminations. So they had holiday Illuminations ran for 4 years from 1994 to 1998, and this was played during the holiday season instead of the regular Illumination show. So this show featured Walter Cronkite as a narrator and ran for 12 minutes and had various holiday music ending with Let There Be Peace on Earth.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a good closer.
Yeah.
So then what they did is they took that last segment, Let There Be Peace on Earth, and they modified Illuminations in 2004 with kind of a holiday tag at the end. And they did this for several years until recently, just having the holiday tag. And then they had special red and green fireworks after the holiday tag. So just kind of, making it a little special for the holidays.
That's pretty cool. I watched videos of that. It looked pretty cool. I dug it.
So then the other big thing, which they did, is over at the Magic Kingdom, they modified Wishes.
Wishes. They like that modification.
Holiday wishes.
Mickey's got some gauges in his ears. It's all kind of piercings. Modified, man. Modified. I like it.
So this Holiday Wishes ran for 10 minutes, and it premiered in 2005, and sadly it ended in 2018, similar time frame right after Wishes ended.
Well,
then basically they premiered a new fireworks show called Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks. Not really the same name as Holiday Wishes, but
not quite as catchy.
It's long.
Definitely a mouthful.
It's got it's long.
It's a mouthful.
It's mouthful.
It's a mouseful.
It's mouthful.
Right, there you go.
Mouthful.
So
that's because Mickey's packing.
That's why Minnie stays around. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Now, one of the coolest things that I think they did over at the Magic Kingdom is in premiering in November 2007, they premiered the Castle Dreamlights. So these are those icicles that appear on Cinderella Castle. You guys seen this?
Yeah, of course.
I have a picture of that on my phone.
Magnificent.
Yeah, I mean,
they're awesome.
I think they did a really good job of doing something different with the castle, but kind of giving you that Christmas feel.
Oh, for sure.
So then, so apparently the fairy godmother would light the lights at dusk with a short show, and this is called Cinderella's Holiday Wish, and this ran from 2007 to 2014, and then Frozen came along, and of course they changed it, and now you have Queen Elsa basically lighting the castle each night.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, but Kevin just summed it up perfectly. There was nothing wrong with what it was like before, but yeah, I understand why they did it, but. Yeah, whatever.
Put that more recent IP in it versus Cinderella.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. So, and then so over at Epcot, they had something really cool, which ran from 1994 through 2009. So this was Lights of Winter.
Yeah.
So this was a centerpiece of Epcot's Holidays World Around the Celebration. Do you guys remember this at all?
Yes, I do. I remember that fondly.
I do not.
Yeah, it's basically like a big structure, over that main path going into World Showcase.
Oh yeah,
and they had a bunch of lights, and they had music and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, yes, I knew it, but I didn't know it by name.
Right.
Yeah, these were giant white arches, which they did, kind of like Kevin said, going from Future World to World Showcase.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
They had 30,000 lights, and they synchronized it to music. So
it was cool. Yeah, it was very cool.
Christmas 2019 was the last year that Lights of Winter ran because Disney announced that the technology to run this was obsolete. So they basically retired it.
Yeah, light bulbs are obsolete.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't use light bulbs
Yeah, we
anymore.
totally retired the light bulb. Meanwhile, my neighbor down the street has you can tune into the radio and it syncs up with his Christmas lights.
You know, even still, I don't know why they couldn't just replace it with LEDs.
Exactly.
I mean, they're cheaper in the long run. They'll last longer, and they still could have kept it up.
Yeah, I don't buy any of
And
this.
the colors are more vivid.
Very vivid.
Vivid.
I don't know if it was just the structure they had, or I don't know. I don't understand, but I was very sad when that left.
Yeah. I mean, there's like nothing there now, right? It's like all dark.
No,
I mean they have the big Christmas tree kind of right in front of World Showcase. So Lights of Winter you would walk through the arches and Lights of Winter, and there would be the Christmas tree kind of at the end. But like you said, it's just the Christmas tree now, so it's a little
But that's the coolest thing
Bare
is
bones.
like looking through the arches, you see the tree on the other side. When you're on the other side, other entrance of the arches, it looked pretty cool, you know.
They're just waiting to rekindle that McDonald's relationship and bring in the golden arches. McDowell's. They could probably get McDowell's the sponsor. Yeah, I'd be more than happy.
Well, let's see who puts out the new Coming to America 2.
There you go. So and
straight to Disney Plus.
right.
Premium. Better not be premium.
Just $20.
And then over at Disney always trying new things. So in the 2016 holiday season, over at Disney Springs, they brought in a drone show which ran for 5 minutes over the lagoon between Disney Springs and Disney Saratoga Springs, and this was Starbright Holidays.
Starlight.
Any of you guys get to see this one?
I did, but it kind of just droned on and on.
So this was like various drones kind of forming different shapes, and Disney Christmas music playing in the background, and the finale would be the drones would form a dove.
All right, so I watched videos of this in my house. I watched like several videos just to familiarize myself before recording this show. And my whole family's sitting there, and we're just like, "What the hell is that supposed to be?" We can tell it's moving and doing shapes, but you can also tell that some of the drones weren't working, and they were just kind of staying in place. Yeah. And at one point, it's like my youngest, and she looks at the dove, and we're like, "What is that supposed to be?" And she's like, "It's a unicorn's butt."
That's a Rorschach. You're in there, sir.
Then they started selling the unicorn butt Mickey ears.
Needless to say, I was so proud. But she did say that. Baby. I'm like, what? It's like, okay.
Yeah. I'm sure. Where did the horn go?
I'm sure Prince is rolling in his grave right now. That's not a dove.
Well, the problem with the drones is you can't really get that detailed because otherwise you need too many of them. And the show was only 5 minutes, so it was Disney's attempt at trying the drones, and I'm sure that'll be sometime in the future once they kind of perfect it a little bit more. But
yeah. Well, once we get a little bit closer to Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Oh boy, let's stay far away from that one.
Enter the Night.
What? Oh, what? That's a
Spider-Man. What was the Broadway show where they kept falling?
What?
You remember that, the Spider-Man show? Where
I remember. Yeah, Broadway, you two did the music and everything like that. Yeah, I know. I was making a reference to Spider-Man: Far From Home, where the movie. The whole thing was based around like all these. They were all just drones.
Yeah,
okay, I got you.
They could create an alternate reality where you didn't see what you were really seeing, and
I remember watching like, what the? No way! What the hell kind of nonsense is this?
No joke.
I felt so mandarined. But
I like that.
And not the chicken kind.
Yeah, no.
I know exactly how you felt.
I'm sorry, Keith. Go ahead.
No, and then the last big signature nighttime holiday spectacular was over at Disney MGM Studios or Holiday Studios or whatever you want to call it now.
Holiday Studios. That's what I call it. Holiday Studios.
Holiday Studios. There you go.
Holiday Studios.
Studios.
So, the big thing over there was the Osborne Lights.
Oh, yeah. I got to talk about the Osborne.
Eli.
That was the big thing. That was the big black cat.
That's it. Stay on the other side of the street. Watch out.
Look for Eli.
And still reaching to the opposite side.
Cut the doors open for you.
So this ran from 1995 to 2015. So it had a good 20-year run. Had over 5 million synchronized lights. So this was your ultimate, holiday Christmas light spectacular. And Disney was smart because they put it in the back of the Hollywood Studios park. Mm-hmm. So you would kind of linger there, and they would sell like hot chocolate. And it was just such a good time. It would snow. And it was definitely spectacular to go see.
Do y'all remember where they first? Put it before they stuck it in that little New York
in the back streets of oh god,
yeah. Well, it was where all the houses were, right? As part of the
but with the Golden Girls and all that stuff.
The residential street.
Thank you, residential street. And then when they got rid of that, they moved it over to the downtown sets, which was cool too.
Yeah, no. What was so spectacular about this thing is that again, practical effects goes a long way. You can meander through. Take it all in your own time, and then every once in a while it would just go off, and then you'd have all these synchronized lights and everything like that, and so that was really cool too. It was just something special, and I always like when they get, well, it's gone now, it doesn't really matter, but I liked when they would use those street areas, because they were such beautifully, intricately created areas, and they looked exactly like, you felt like you were in New York or wherever, and I wish they would have done more with it, and this was a perfect use of it.
No, it was awesome. I enjoyed it. I remember even one year, and I still have in my house, that they gave out these little glasses that look like 3D glasses, but it's supposed to make the lights. Yeah, those too. Yeah, it's supposed to make the lights twinkle even more as you're looking around.
Oh yeah.
It's like little prism glasses. It was really neat.
They were supposed to make them look like.
You could see secret stuff. You could see secret things too.
I mean, I don't know. I remember
no. He's right.
Yeah.
You would see an angel.
Oh, he's right.
There you go.
Yeah. I do remember that now.
But that got controversial because it was like religious, and so then they changed it, and then you were seeing stars, or
it made the lights twinkle. So it looked like as you're walking through, it looked like they were twinkling.
Well, no, you were seeing like a design. There was there was also a design in there too. I can't remember. It started as an angel, and then it went to something else. It could have been the star. Maybe it was just twinkling lights. I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Since
I've gone to Disney World.
That one was always famous.
Since I saw some lights from an angel that was full.
But that thing is special for the Black Cat. Now, Keith, why don't you explain to the listeners? Because I'm sure we have people who have
never
Osborns have been gone for a little bit. I mean, we're old pros, but they've been gone for a little bit. I'm sure people now they've made some money that they were teenagers when this was going on. Now they're in college or now they're in the working force, and they've been going to Disney a little bit more regularly. Why don't you explain a little bit more about that Black Cat thing and how that was a special attraction in and of itself?
Yeah. So, not to go into the whole history, but the Osborne Whites were actually originally in Arkansas, and basically is a gentleman and his family, and he started off with 1,000 whites, and just over time he just loved Christmas lights, and in 1993 he had 3 million whites, but the problem is over time the whites became a nuisance, and the neighbors wound up suing and went to legal court, and Disney's like, hold on, we'll take it and we'll move it to Disney Hollywood Studios. So when Disney is unpacking, the Christmas lights, they find this black cat, which I'm sure was part of his Halloween decorations.
Yeah,
so
that's
Disney's
right.
like, let's keep this and let's just kind of put it into the holiday decorations. And it almost kind of came like a little hidden Mickey. And each year they would move it to a different location.
Yeah.
So you had to find the black cat every time
that
you
was
went.
a challenge.
It was a hidden kitty.
Aren't they all hidden?
They are tough to find. The hidden kitties.
And then somewhere in Arkansas, the Osborns were like, where the hell's that cat?
Yeah.
Where did I put that damn thing?
SPCA wants to do a light parade. They can't find the cat.
It was just here. I swear to God.
Like, I know. I misplaced it. I'm sorry.
Dang it.
Here's a dog.
Mrs. Osborne's like, did you look on top of the barn?
Find it.
If I have to come out there and find that god cat, I swear to God.
Halloween's ruined.
Baby, I'm so sorry.
I can't find the cat.
I'm sorry. I was looking for the cat. Can't find it.
I'm going home.
Damn it.
I'm gonna take a bath.
This is interesting. So going back to our conversation about the Lights of Winter, where basically Disney said the technology was outdated. That ended in 2009. So they didn't want to spend the money or it wasn't popular enough. But in 2011, they switched all the Osborne lights to LEDs from regular lights.
Really?
Go figure.
Yeah.
LEDs.
So apparently that was popular enough they could switch that to LEDs, but they didn't want to switch the Lights of Winter. So,
and then they switched it to LSD, and it was a whole different.
You saw lights and all kinds of
experience.
You saw rhinoceroses.
It was sparkling, baby.
You saw velociraptor.
Yeah.
All kind of stuff.
You saw lights, a sailboat, and some of the big titty mermaids doing that lesbian.
Yeah. That's a good light show. Yeah. Lights of wonder. Yeah.
Go get him, Hep Night.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Keith.
So sadly, in 2015, the Osborne Lights shut down due to Toy Story Land and Star Wars Galaxy Edge taking over the area. So they had to, shut it down. And sadly, they had nowhere to put it since. And I don't think it's ever coming back now.
Do you think they still have all those lights?
I would hope so. I mean, it was gifted to them. I mean, it's Osborne's legacy.
Right.
I mean, I would hope those lights are going to be displayed again at some point. I mean, maybe not at Disney, but hopefully somewhere else. I mean,
So the Osborne Lights shut down, and we'll find out in the next episode, Ghost of Christmas Present, what they replaced over at Hollywood Studios.
What a tease. Good job.
Awesome, man. And, man, thank you for bringing that to our attention. And if you want to share your experiences and memories from the Ghost of Christmas Past in the parks, let us know, and we'll tell you in just a second how to get in touch with us. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed that discussion about the Ghost of Christmas Past in the parks. If you want to learn more about us, magicourway.com is the way to go. There you find our social media links, past episodes, and more. And you can also get in touch with us through the following ways to share your opinion. You can shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com, leave us a voicemail via our SpeakPipe widget, or you can call or send us a text message at 1-815-MO-WEEKEND. That is 1-815-MO-WEEKEND 669-4226. And of course, we have a couple of guys do things outside of the podcast. First of all, we got Eli, does things with comics.
Hey, Rob Liefeld here. Deadpool, Cable, X-Force, Domino, Marvel Comics, Image Comics, all of it. You guys, what is up? Eli Ivory. What a great name. Eli Ivory, comic guru. I'm here to talk about you. I am here to say, check out ivorycomics.com. That's right, you. Check out ivorycomics.com. ivorycomics.com. If you're not doing that, you're missing out. You're missing out. The Savages comic cannot be beat, cannot be surpassed. You need to check it out, experience it for yourself, and you know the story. It's all about the glory. Congrats to you and all the magic that you're making with your Ivory Comics. Eli Ivory, comic book guru. Check out ivorycomics.com, comic book guru. Eli Ivory, the whole package. Deadpool said to. Do it. ivorycomics.com right now. Liefeld out.
Man, that never gets old every time I hear it. You heard what Rob said from one guru, talking about another guru. Check out the work that's out there on the Ivory Comics website. Savages for free. You can read it for free. Enjoy all that story, all that glory, as well as Project Geisha, Molly Be Damned, and a link to this podcast so you never miss an episode. So you go ahead and check that out. Rob told you so. Deadpool said it. You're missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out.
Missing out.
That's the best.
Missing out.
Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Flip it and reverse it.
That's it. Mr. Meter. You can also check me out on Facebook, Eli H. Ivory, as long as you're a real person, or Missy Elliott. Totally welcome. But if you're a bot or working in reverse, I don't know, because it depends on the reverse position. But anyway.
And if you're Missy Elliott, he'll totally be your Stedman.
Absolutely. Thank you for being employed. You can also check out the Facebook page for Project Geisha. So facebook.com/Project Geisha. On Instagram, right out there, posting up the hearts and the likes and comments right there. So EIV504, you can find me there. And of course, on Twitter, you can find me at Hancock10166. So if you appreciate the madness, just bring me Gladys. Thank you very much.
The Gladys.
And the Pips.
Bringing the Gladys.
And the lettuce.
That's right. And look, if you want to book a vacation, so you can go check out the parks during the holidays, you can do so with Lee. Lee, tell them how to do that, sir.
Just give me a call at 832-431-1621. That's 832-DISCO-BALLS. 832-INYOMOUTH.
I just caught that. Why do you even bother to advertise?
It's catchy, though. It's catchy.
Wait,
you're missing out.
Wait, honey, I want to book with this guy. Just in your... What the?
That's too many numbers.
In your mouth.
What?
Wait, that's the you got to dial the extension.
The operator comes on, you dial in your mouth and hit option 1.
Hey, I don't know what you did, Lee, but for some reason you sound really good right now.
Oh, it's amazing the quality of technology.
The second half of the show, I was like, well, maybe he just has good internet this time, but I don't know what it is. It's really
amazing.
weird.
Whatever you do,
Don't change
just
it.
keep doing it.
Don't stop.
Oh man,
You sound great.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
So let's email me at lee@magicourway.com. Facebook, you can find me at facebook.com/LostToVicaTravel. Instagram, find me at You Got a Friend in Lee Travel. And if you do need that, we'll get you hooked up and booked up with no.
In your mouth of Vika.
And Professor X, man, tell us how the listeners can find you, sir.
You could find me on Twitter at Disney Thanks Give.
Disney, thanks.
Give it. Not giving. It ends at Javiv.
He just gives.
He gives.
Give.
He couldn't afford the ING.
It's too many characters.
There's too many characters on Twitter.
Just gotta give. You just gotta
They just
give.
cut him off. They just said, nope.
Nope.
That's it. That's all you get.
All you do is
Well,
you
now
just
that he's
give.
doing Christmas, wait until he changes it to the artist formerly known as Disney Thanks.
It's just a symbol. It's like a snowflake.
Hey, it'll be a turkey.
Turkey with a little
Turkey
hat
with
on.
a Santa hat.
There you go.
With a
That's it.
Santa
That's it.
hat.
That's it.
Holding the pumpkin.
Awesome, man. Thank you for coming on. We're looking forward to the next 2 shows where you present the present. I like that. And the future.
Nothing wrong with presents.
Present the present. Yes.
Yes.
So looking forward to that. And look, in addition, there's so many ways to support the show as a whole, and you can find them all on our website, magicourway.com. Any way in which you can support the show is deeply appreciated. We also want to take a second and thank you for being a loyal listener, and we always love hearing from our listeners. All opinions are always welcome in the Magic Our Way podcast, so make sure you get in touch with us today. So, weekends, ladies and gentlemen, we say Quaharini. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out.
I have every intention of eating those bananas for breakfast, but I still somehow end up with
Mickey's
tacos.
not so merry, scary, holly, jolly, magic, holiday, whatever thing.
Wishes.
Hey, this is Eli from the Magic Our Way podcast. When I'm not